What's up, guys? This is Roos by Don, Dan the Mansion, and we got a special guest, Jack Dynasty, in the building.
Dynasty.
Ico's very own.
I could not be more happy and excited to be here with you guys. This is amazing. What you guys have built here is, it literally blows the roof off.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, first thing first, welcome to the Roof Gallery.
Thank you.
Welcome to Marietta, Georgia. Hopefully you're having a good welcome so far.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. The weather is perfect, and I'm going to go out to a restaurant with you guys a little bit after this, and so we'll have a chance to really talk about not business stuff too, but just the opportunity to sit here and kind of see what you're doing. Talk business has been unbelievable,
and show some Southern hospitality.
That's right.
There we go. There we go.
Nobody does it quite like you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, no one does it quite like Ico when it comes to shingles and when it comes to roofing in general. So we have some quick questions. Dan the Mansion, you want to take it over?
For sure.
Yeah. So a big thing with us. We like designer on and on top of the roof.
Sure.
So when I look at Ico shingles, there's a lot of different shapes and sizes.
Yes.
And other companies and other providers, I don't see that. I just see a different size. So what makes the Ico designer shingles better than the other brands?
So that's a great question. Let's put a pin in that. This is something that they teach you in communications. That's called a tease. Let's tease the designer shingles for a minute, and let's talk about size, because you said shape and size.
Correct.
Okay? So let's do size first and then talk about shape. What makes Ico shingles unique is our size. If you want to talk about our Dynasty line, our Cambridge line, or our Nordic line, what is exciting about them is that they are larger. We call them advantage-sized shingles. And when you have 3 bundles, you're actually getting 100 square feet of shingles. With the other guys, it's about 98 and change usually. Some of them a little bit less.
Not a true square.
Not a true square, exactly.
So bigger is better.
Yes.
Bigger is better. Bigger is better. I don't want to get into any type of Georgia and Texas rivalry. That's why I didn't say bigger is better. That's usually their thing. But, what do you say? Go Bulldogs, right?
Yo, go Bulldogs.
Okay,
Exactly.
Go Bulldogs.
Go Dogs.
You know where you are.
Yeah, 100%. So that is, it's funny. I was talking to an Ico rep who was out to lunch with a contractor who said that, it really doesn't make that much of a difference if there's just this much of a difference in the size of the architectural shingles on Ico's Dynasty, Cambridge, or Nordic lines. And so he said what he was dying to do was, when the waiter came with the check, to tell the waiter, we are only going to pay 98.2% of the bill here today. I hope that's okay with you, right?
Exactly.
It matters.
Definitely not okay.
Definitely not okay. It matters, and it adds up. It matters, and it adds up,
Especially when you're doing a bunch of builds.
A bunch of builds across different roofs, across a season, across years. You're talking about savings tens of thousands of dollars, right? And then when you go onto multifamily projects where you're there for a while, you're talking about renting porta potties. You're talking about renting all sorts of different types of equipment, the different ladders that people use to lift things up, and all that adds up. If you're on the roof for longer, the materials that you need are become increasingly expensive. The cost for your crew to be up on the roof, also those prices skyrocket. So with the advantage size shingles, you talk about the size and shape. So the answer for the size, bigger is better, and that is what we are doing with our shingles there. And we know that we want to pass those savings really along to the contractor.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so for one, we're hearing that Ico is bigger than the competitors. So you're saving money on that aspect. Okay.
Yes.
Now, as far as for...
Designer.
Yes, for designer. Okay.
So for designer, so let's talk about designer shingles. So we have, in a completely separate category, we have our designer shingles. We have 3 shingles that come in that category. Armor Shake, which is meant to look like wood shakes. Okay, it comes in 4 colors. Crown Slate comes in 2 colors, and Royal Estate, 4 or 5 colors on that one. Now, what is interesting about the designer shingles, all of them are designed differently. The Crown Slate and Royal Estate look a little bit like, look more like that classic slate look from 100 years ago that we had in the United States. A lot of slate roofs in Georgia, I've noticed. So that's a wonderful offering. But what is unique about this brand, this line of shingles, is that it was always known as our designer collection, but now we have added an aspect of performance to it, because performance is at the heart of who Ico is, and it's at the heart of everything that we do. So now all 3 of those lines carry an impact resistance rating as well. Nice. So right, because you guys, when it comes time for me to ask questions and turn the tables around, I'm going to ask about weather, I'm going to ask about hail, right? And I'm going to ask about not only hail, all sorts of other things that can fall onto a roof, right? Yeah. acorns, tree branches, all sorts of crazy things. So our designer shingles, they're beautiful. They come in a variety of colors. You should check out the videos that we have online that showcase these colors, especially on these steep pitched roofs, gigantic big roofs. They are out of this world, and they're all coming with that high impact resistance rating to make sure that they have a performance feature as well. So whether you are dealing with our Dynasty and Nordic shingles that are traditional looking architectural type of shingles, there's performance there, performance in the size, bigger is better, wind resistance, impact resistance, algae resistance, okay? And high definition colors, and there is performance in our designer shingles as well. So that no matter what you are putting on, if you're talking about our performance or designer collection, it's going to look good, but it's also going to defend you. It's going to defend you as the homeowner, and it's going to defend contractors also, because contractors want to make sure that they are not going back to the job site. So that was a long answer to your question.
No, but that's a great point. So that actually goes to, speaking of performance, so at the Roof Gallery, we have our customer experience room.
And that's where we are.
Yes, we are. And we have something called the tug test. So on the tug test, we're able to show the different types of architectural shingles and show the comparisons, the difference. So with that, we usually see that ICO is actually the leading shingle when it comes to that. And it looks like the reason why is because the Armor Zone nail line. So can you let us know a little about that?
Sure. So what is the tug test? Let's first describe it. So the tug, or you go ahead. What's a tug test, Don?
Yes. So the tug test is basically similar to the pull test.
Yes.
We call it the tug test at the Roof Gallery
because it sounds better.
Yeah, we got to brand it, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And basically, that's supposed to show you as far as the resistance of how it would be with the nail line, correct, on the roof.
Yes, because the edge of the roof, right? The at the eave of the roof, the perimeter of the roof is going to be the most vulnerable to wind, and so when wind comes, it goes up underneath. It can, if your shingles are failing, can go up underneath. So we want to make sure that we are resisting wind. So because of that, the ICO Dynasty and Nordic performance shingles have a wide nailing zone on the face, 1.25 nail zone, and it's reinforced on the back of the shingle with an Armor Zone woven band. That woven band gives you extra protection. So if you are doing this tug test that Don described, you'll see the first one, usually a competitor shingle without that reinforcement, pops right off.
Easy.
But the ICO one, not so easy.
Exactly.
Not so easy because it's designed to resist that wind uplift.
You got to work out a little bit before that one.
And the main thing that I want to tell you guys, as far as for being a roofing contractor, I feel like that's one of the main things, when we're actually doing the test, because anyone could talk about brands. You can say any other different brands, but at the end of the day, when we're doing these tests and you're seeing the difference in how they're failing or how they're, achieving, ICO is really the superior when it comes to that, especially when it comes to the pull test or the tug test,
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's one thing we put a lot of time and effort into our marketing materials. We want to have beautiful brochures. We want to have amazing videos. But when you can touch it, see it, smell it, right? That smell of a shingle, that's when you're experiencing, right?
Exactly.
And experience is everything.
100%. And that's the same thing that we like to value at the Roof Gallery. Okay, and the next question?
The next question is about the Impact 3 rating shingles.
Yes.
So
tell us about the impact ratings just in general.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's interesting. So we always like to explain with the impact ratings that 4 is the highest, right? Because all too often people say it carries a class 4 impact rating. Like 4 to what, man? 4 to 5, 4 to 10.
Exactly.
Right? So 4 is the highest. Our Nordic shingles, ICO's Nordic shingles carry a class 4 impact rating. With it being the highest, the Nordic shingles are actually built with a special type of asphalt, polymer modified asphalt that makes it extra bouncy, okay, for things that are falling on top of it. Our crown slate shingles are also class 4. The designer shingles with the big 10-inch exposure, beautiful shingles, are also carry that class 4 impact rating. And the black Armor Shake color also carries a class 4 impact rating, which is really cool. Dynasty, class 3, also very good. Depending on where you are, there are times that a insurance company will give you a discount on your homeowner's insurance for having impact-rated shingles. It depends on your location. Oftentimes, there is no distinction between the 3 and the 4. So Dynasty carries a Class 3. Royal Estate carries a Class 3. The other 3 out of 4 shingles in Armor Shake carry that Class 3. Most places, if your insurance company has that type of promotion or deal going, that should be good enough. But there are some states that require the 4.
Okay. Now, we are on the scoop right now, so we got to give everyone the scoop. So I got to put you on the fire a little bit. They already know that we're ICO, so they're like,
if you're putting me on the fire, then I got to open the water. I got to get my water ready.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They think we're taking it easy on you, you know? So at the end of the day, there's different brands, you know. So there's Owens Corning, there's GAF, Certainty, Tamco, things like that.
Yes.
Now, to us, again, where we see that the ICO is actually a true square, when we do the test, the pull test, the jug test, things like that, we're seeing the ICO is actually more superior, you know? But then we are going to have some contractors that when we're talking to them and we're saying, hey, different, you know, the shingles, and we're explaining the differences, a lot of times they'll go to the GAF and they'll mention the warranty, right?
Sure.
So can we just talk about the warranty, the differences, and things like that, as far as for ICO's warranty?
Sure, we could talk about the warranty, but first, you know, with our competitors, we embrace competition, right? Competition is fantastic, and I am thrilled to hear that your experience is that ICO is performing well. We call them performance shingles.
For a reason.
They are designed. They are designed to perform. So hearing that they meet up to that level with you guys is amazing. But our competitors make. You know, our competitors keep us honest, and they keep us motivated. And we as a policy, we never talk trash about
number one doesn't have to talk bad about number two.
Exactly. So regarding the warranty. So ICO's warranty out of the wrapper actually is the best in the industry. A lot of people don't know this about us. And so when you buy ICO shingles, you're getting a 15-year warranty right out of the wrapper. No one else is doing that. Other people are coming up at about 10 right out of the wrapper. And then a lot of other people have incentives to figure out ways to extend that warranty. We offer that as well through our Roof Pro extended warranty program and our Code Plus extended warranty program also. I think what you're getting to, just to hit the nail directly on the head, is that some of our competitors offer a 50-year warranty. That's not something that we do because we, in our experience, the lifetime of a roof doesn't necessarily
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then how about as far as for the limited lifetime though? Could you explain that? The limited lifetime warranty?
For the limited lifetime warranty, the best way to explain it is to go read the limited lifetime warranty itself. But what you're going to want to do is just make sure that you are installing the ICO shingles together with the performance accessories, because that's going to make a big difference in the longevity of your roof as well. You want that roof, you want that performance roof, you want it to perform. So use the ICO performance shingles and accessories.
Yeah. So there are options in order to get it to extend it as well, just
yes,
like any other brand.
To meet up to the same thing.
And,
yes.
And then, like you said, just to reiterate, you said that we actually have the best warranty coming out the gate.
That's
out the wrapper.
correct. Yes.
Okay.
That is yes. That
so
is correct.
fun fact, we got to highlight that on the tapes.
100%.
They just use other supplements to help them out.
Yeah, but when it comes to warranties, look, the best warranty on planet Earth is the one that you never need to use, right? And so that's why we're not really focused on selling warranties or marketing around warranties. We are focused on performance and creating performance products that are going to last and really defend you from the elements and defend you from all the crazy things that can happen out there.
And that was the best answer right there from Jack Dynasty, and that's why he has the nickname. Okay, now as far as for ICOs, we have a couple of things in store, including on November 1st. We're doing an event in Tampa.
Yes.
Yes. So what is that, and how do people sign up? How do they?
So in Tampa, we have one of our very famous Profit Power events that we are doing now. It is taking place at Yankee Stadium in Tampa.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing. And
real fun.
It's special for roof pros. If you're an ICO roof pro, if not, you can sign up easily, which is cool. And if you're not a roof pro, if you're just really not sure about ICO, if you're using one of our competitors, then you can come out there and learn about and learn about us that day. Hear from Don and Dan out there. It's going to be a special event. So so register. You'll learn a ton, and you'll have a lot of fun. The food's going to be terrific, and then there's batting practice at the end along with happy hour as well.
Nice. And to be a roof pro for the entry level, is there a fee or is that?
Nope. Entry level is free.
Right?
Yeah. Anybody who wants to come and kind of just try it on for size, Roof Pro is free. If you I'll tell you what, if you sign up for Roof Pro and you mention this podcast, we'll make sure to get you a hat just like Dan has over here. We'll send you some free swag. Just mention that you saw what it is that we are doing out here.
Yep. Ico. So we got Ico in the building. We got Jack GOTTESMAN, a.k.a. Jack Dynasty in the building. And what more can we say?
I've never had a cooler nickname than that, by the way, just so you know.
That's what we do.
Yeah. You had me sign Jack Dynasty over here. I was like, oh, this is just how I sign everything.
Yeah, that's you.
It's just become my identity.
Dan the Mansion, same thing. I've never had a cooler nickname.
The cooler nickname than that? Yeah. So let's just get Ico shingles on all those mansions that you guys are re-roofing.
That's it.
We'll
That's
be
all we
business.
do. That's all we do. We like the granite blacks, the summit grays, and hopefully in the near future, Don Black will come. We'll talk about that later.
But speaking of summit gray, I'm going to do another teaser, right? I will tease there's a new YouTube video starring these fine gentlemen and Diana, our marketing services manager, that is featuring Summit Gray, which is a new color launched this year. So check that out. It's beautiful. I love what you guys did with that.
Summit Gray just got more photogenic.
That's right. Yeah. So, what else can I tell you guys?
I mean, that's pretty good so far. I wanted to say something that's different because they know that we're Ico Roof Pros too, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
So I wanted to try to, but really, we kind of hit it on the head. You're doing great. So as far as performance, Ico is really doing great. It's not a marketing thing. You know, there's other companies that might have marketing dollars, but when it comes to performance, just like you said, it really is more superior when you just put it to the test. So you can actually see it. It's not just talking about it. It's actually seeing it. And at the end of the day, the colors, they're amazing as well.
Thank you.
Another great thing is just as far as showing homeowners, just presenting to the homeowners, the Ico Roof Viewer. A lot of people, they always ask us a lot of times of how are we showing the homeowners are in our customer experience room. You know, we're using the Ico Roof Viewer. So when you're an Ico Roof Pro, you get a lot of different benefits, even with the catch-all.
Yes.
Just different things that they have that once you're like a member, you kind of feel like
you're part of the crew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because
it's
Ico
a community,
loves you
right?
back.
It's a community because Ico loves you back. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's exactly right. So Roof Viewer is an online tool where you can go. You can basically upload a picture of your house to kind of try on to see what the roof will look like. But we wanted to take that a step further. What we are doing now is we are getting ready to launch, and hopefully by the end of this year, and we'll announce it over here, we are getting ready to launch a series of videos, 30 seconds each, featuring every single color that we offer.
Yes.
Drone videos taken from the sky so that you can really see in different lighting, different shadows, some of them with tree branches on it, some of them with ugly siding, some of them with, not some of the homes aren't necessarily from the outside picturesque, but we did that on purpose because the roof is picturesque, and we want to show what the roof will look like in all conditions. Not everybody lives in a perfect area, so
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. So you're making their houses a model home again.
100% with you guys. Yeah, right. Because what does Don say? Don taught me that you want to be social media is your neighborhood, right? It's not keeping up with the Joneses. Now social media is the neighborhood where you
exactly.
Gotta keep up.
Yeah, I love
Good
it.
memory.
Yeah.
So thank you guys again. Happy October. It was real spooky out here, but Ico's here to save the day. So we got, again, Roofs by Don, Dan the Mansion, Jack Dynasty. Make sure to check us out, ico.com, theroofgallery.com, and roofsbydon.com.
Thank you very much, and thank you really for everything that you do. I remember the first time that we met, and we've come so far since then, and I can't wait to see what we do next, guys. Really,
thank you so much.
Thank you very much. This is terrific. Thank you, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
And it's a wrap.
Woo-wee.